So that question kind of brings up a fear that I have.
Ooh.
Is not everyone should have a podcast. We're back with another action-packed, defined podcast.
That was the prompt. We're going to start rolling when I start talking about.
Yeah, because you were talking about
your lack
that
of
I've thrown away.
storing things. I'm Eric Yocklin.
I'm a minimalist. I'm Rick Sikowski.
You're not a minimalist.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. But this all started because I'm wearing Jahmyr Gibbs' new number, and I had his old jersey when he was number 26.
Detroit Lions.
Detroit. Listen.
Yeah. So, but
do you want to talk about your new segment?
Ooh,
can we do that now, or
sure? But the problem I have with the new segment is I wanted it to be a segment for us, and you're like,
no, it's yours.
No.
This is yours. Tell them what it is, and then we'll talk about you sending the text.
All right. The segment is called "I'm Not Proud of It." Like that's the name of the segment.
Cue the graphic.
Eric's I'm Not Proud of It.
I thought of it because
Eric Yacklin, I'm not proud of it.
Because I was eating cereal in my car in the gas station parking lot. But I need to explain how this came about, which is,
by the way,
I
don't know that I've ever met a bigger cereal fan than you. And I don't know if it's because you couldn't have sugar cereal, so you were just always at our house eating sugar cereals.
Yeah.
You love cereal.
I do. I love it's so easy and delicious. And I even have a cereal spoon. I think I've mentioned it on the podcast. I should bring it in. I have a shout out to my old friend Jeff Barneski, who stole a spoon. Not accidentally. He didn't intentionally steal it. He brought it home from the Gandy Dancer, and it was sitting in the kitchen. We were living together in Ann Arbor. And I was like, what spoon is this? He's like, whatever. I was like, this is a perfect cereal spoon. He's like, you want it? You can have it. I was like, yeah. So it's 30 years old. That was 30 years ago. I still have it. It's my cereal spoon.
You could have said 100 years ago. I said you still had it. Of course you do.
So, but I use it regularly. I do love cereal. So here's how this played out, though. We got back from vacation, and so we had no food in the fridge, and we had like no milk, no anything. We threw everything out or took it with us. And so we had no time to go shopping because we came home late on Sunday evening. And the next morning I was like, what am I going to eat for breakfast? And I quickly got to we didn't have any milk, so I couldn't make any scrambled eggs. We didn't even have eggs. So whatever. My options were, I was like, there's dry cereal. I was like, it was granola. I'm like, I'm not gonna eat dry granola for breakfast. I was like, well, what option? I was like, well, I could just stop at the store on my way and grab like a small milk and just take it to work with me or whatever. But then I started running late, and I started, driving, and I was like, I'm not going to take the time to go into a grocery store and go buy milk on my way. And I was like, well, you know what? The gas station will probably have some milk. And then I kept driving by gas stations. I'm like, am I going to do that one? No, that one. No. I was trying to be like quick. And then I thought of one that was like right by my work. And I'd never been in there before. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to stop in there. And sure enough, I went in, and they had the nice little small, it was perfect. Nice little small single, milk. And I was like, this is going to be perfect. And I went out to the car, and I just sat in the parking lot, and I had the granola in a bowl, and I just added some milk to it. And I was just eating, in the driver's seat. And as I was sitting there, I was like, oh Lord, please don't let someone I know see me doing this right now, because this is utterly embarrassing. Like, if they walked up and like asked me or like started talking to me, because I'm in the windows down, it's a beautiful morning, whatever, I'm just sitting in the parking lot. And then I was thinking to myself, I was like, well, if that's true and I don't want somebody to find me, then I should just go somewhere else. I was like, that's not better. I'm not going to go hide behind the Home Depot like while I'm eating cereal, and there's some guy with his PTZ security guy with his PTZ camera zooming in like, what's this dude doing? I'm just in there
mixing up heroin. Do you mix up heroin?
Exactly. I'm just eating my cereal.
Eric's I'm not proud of it.
All right, this is random. So this is gonna be an episode of random stuff because we
Random
didn't-
stuff. But the thing is when I bring up random stuff, you're like, give me a heads up beforehand, like, because I wanted to bring up the book.
I know, but you're
like
but
the
you're
dad
good with
stories
going-
and
yeah, but you
I'm
go
I'm
off the
fine
cuff.
with going off the cuff.
You are
Because what I say is
because
nonsense anyway. So let's go. Hook it up. What's your topic?
We are in full agreement. This is what
Rapid fire. This is.
This is what I'm
Let's
curious
go.
about.
Mhm.
Do you, like I do, get enjoyment out of executing some sort of a physical interaction with the perfect amount of pressure? So my situation is, I
You
know
gotta start
exactly
over. Halfway
I
through
know.
this, I was like, what is he talking about?
I know.
Start over.
So,
What,
so
like,
no, I'm not gonna start over. We're just gonna keep going. What I'm gonna say is, for instance, like when you close the refrigerator door, right? So there is an amount of force that you can put on that as you grab your thing and you're walking away and you can put it on it so that it just closes nicely. But it's enough that it doesn't stay open and it doesn't slam shut. So, but it's like you're walking away.
So that question kind of brings up a fear that I have.
Ooh.
Is not everyone should have a podcast.
Like, there's no question we should not be doing a podcast. This is not about other people. This is about us. Listen, this is the thing that I've recognized. So this is what I'm curious about, because you've got OCD. You've got OCD with certain things, and like, so your brain is wired for a certain way. I have a thing, and I can't be the only person out there that feels this way. I have this thing where I get excited if especially if it's a new thing, if it's a new interaction, it's a new cupboard or a new door or whatever. There are multiple, like my door at my office. Like I know its weight, and I know, like, if I walk up to it and I just like push it this hard and I walk away, I know it's just going to nice slowly and go click and close, perfectly closed. It didn't slam, it closed, and it turned all like. I get excited about that. There's like these little mini wins in my head, and it happens on a regular basis for me.
Everyone leave a comment. Do you get excited when you shut the door and it shuts? Is that the idea?
Well, but it's you set it into motion, like for it to execute and finish on its own is what it is, right? So you apply the perfect amount of whatever that may be for it to then set it into motion to then do the thing you wanted. And I don't know, I get enjoyment out of it. So it popped into my head of like, I wonder if I'm the only one, or I wonder if other people enjoy this, or I wonder if that's like an engineering minded thing.
We should definitely bring it up on the podcast.
So
how have you and I have been friends this long?
What I'm gathering is you don't. So
I don't even understand the question. So wait. So just so I'm clear, you shut the door like on the fridge, and it shuts, and you're like,
yes, in my head. I don't physically like celebrate it, but in my head, when I close it, but I walk away and I can hear it go, and I'm not even looking anymore, and I can hear it go shukunk and close perfectly, nicely, and then in my head I go, yeah, that's perfect, nicely executed, well done.
and
Let me ask you this.
I would like to say this is why we have guests on the podcast.
I gave the fair warning. This was going to be listen, these are the things that I every once in a while I think about, and I go, I wonder if
Keep going, because I'm fascinated by how your brain works.
So let me ask you, how do you close your refrigerator?
I shut it like a normal human being.
Okay, but what does that mean? So do you use the handle,
and
do you close
people have only limited amount of time in their lives. No one is going to want to hear
this. If they even turn to this on, then they're willing to waste some of this time.
Like this is the jump in the shark moment for us. They have nothing else to talk about, so you literally just asked me,
else to talk about.
Eric. You just literally asked me, how do I shut the refrigerator door?
Because I'm curious. Here's the thing. But my point is,
you think I do a backflip and it shuts? Like what?
Your brain is wired. Well, so do you not care if the door slams?
I don't care about this conversation.
Walk away?
No. Okay. I will say this: my kids and my wife slam every door possible,
and it bothers you.
It bothers me because it shakes the whole house.
This is my point. But this is part of my point.
But here's the thing: Your point is, if my kid shut the door and it shuts nicely, that I am like win.
No, it's that it's
Dude, if
it's,
this is what we get comments on, by the way, I'm gonna be so angry. I'm gonna be if this is the thing.
Oh my god,
that
we have to
people
make
are
it
like,
go
"Oh,
viral. We're
we
pulling
do
this.
not
I
have to
gotta
do-
pull this. We're pulling this clip and we're gonna post it on TikTok. And we're
How
gonna
do
have
you
people,
shut the
it's
door?
gonna-
The name of this episode is "How Do You Shut the Door." This is so. We brought up the mute button before, like that. We wanted
did.
to have a mute button so that
I
we
would
could stop
love
the other
to.
person.
I
Halfway
want it.
through you asking that question, I would have muted
Yeah.
it.
I
Yeah.
believe you. This is why we should have it. We should
I
absolutely.
don't know where to go
have
from
it.
here. What do we do?
I would
What's-
love it. No, I've got more topics. Ready? Here's the next one. Here's the next.
Oh,
topic.
we're done with the how do you shut the door?
Well, you will clearly because you don't want.
You
don't want to
had 10
actually
other questions
explore
about
it.
how to shut a door. I'll
You don't
explore
wanna-
whatever you. All right, here we go. I'm open mind, Rick, right now. Go ahead.
You no, see, you don't. No,
Ask
you
me
don't wanna
more
explore it. I
door
don't care.
questions.
No, it's fine.
No.
Do you know the doors wheels argument? Do you know this one?
What?
Do you know? Have you never seen this? It's
No.
a big thing online about are there more doors or more wheels? And and people are, it's like they're super divided as to what there are more of in the world. And once you start diving into it, then
Wheels. It's
just
look, there's
based
three
on
doors.
your room.
There's 3 doors here, and I only have 1 chair, and there's four wheels on this chair. Oh, do you consider these the casters? That's a wheel?
the
Yeah.
wheels. That's a wheel.
Yeah.
It's a wheel.
So it's
Yeah.
wheels. How many?
Okay.
Here's the thing. How many doors do you have in your house?
But what about like a school that has many doors, right?
How many cars are in the parking lot? And then
Sure.
in the doors, how many
Just
like
so I'm
carts?
clear,
Oh my God.
I
You
am
actually
team wheels.
engaged me. Like I am. You pulled me into this stupid argument.
I am team wheels. So we're on the same page. But I'm just saying, like, I've heard lots of people talk about it in different ways.
There's no way there's doors. There's no way.
Okay.
There's no way. No, because think about it. Like the casters. Wait, bearings. Do you consider bearings a ball or a wheel?
I love how detailed you're going right now with this.
Well,
it would be a wheel if you put it onto something and then we're using it as a wheel.
Okay, a gear. Is a gear a wheel?
No, because a wheel is something that rolls on. That the object rolls on.
So a steering
That's
wheel
a
is not a
gear.
wheel.
It's a great question.
Here's what I've noticed with you.
Here we go.
And it's more me.
As you're
When
clutching
I
your
laugh
chest.
with you, I cough. It's only you. I don't know
What
if
does
it's
that
like
mean?
I don't know if it's like something in my gut, just like my feelings for you just come up and it's like tries to get out of my body.
First of all, it's not true.
Dude, you know how many coughs I have to cut around?
You cough when you laugh. Period.
Only around you.
I don't think
Only
that's true.
around you.
I think that's a lie. I maybe you're not laughing around.
Dude, what
other
do
people
you?
than
That's
me.
got to be
You're
some
welcome.
medical thing, right?
Here,
I should probably get that
this
checked out.
this actually leads
Hey,
into
doctor,
I
was
cough
discussing
too.
doors shut in, and I started coughing.
I can't laugh without coughing either anymore. I think it's because we're fat, not ashamed.
You know what ticks?
So-
Ticks come out in this podcast.
What do
Like
you
the
mean?
coughing for me, the
Oh.
fact that I found out I'm slur every word,
Oh,
and
I have
then
a
for
lot,
you,
yeah.
it's the you do that a lot,
Yeah.
and I can't cut around that because you do it in the middle of sentences.
I have many things that come out. And
That's what we should do. Is just keep pointing them out to each other.
well, I have the thing.
That'll make us feel good. Look, I didn't cough there. It's because I
No.
made the joke.
But I can hear you breathing in the mic.
God damn it, dude! It's because of how, dude. We should.
Oh my
Are we done?
Oh, so great.
Is this the end of the
I
podcast?
love it. I
It's
knew
the end
it
of
was
our
going to get
friendship.
you.
Dude,
I
it's-
knew it was going to get you.
Dude, I want to have those strips. Like,
Breathe right. Breathe right. We should be sponsored by Breathe Right.
breathe right. Bruh, I slurred that word. God damn it. This is going downhill quick.
All right. So speaking of this kind of ties in a little bit. There's another thing I had on my list because you were clutching your chest. Do you remember when we were younger? I'd be curious to know if you've ever done this in like later adulthood. Do you remember when we used to swallow air so we could burp, like
Yeah.
do big burps?
Yeah.
When's the last time you did that? Do you think? And here's why I bring it up. It wasn't that long ago.
Let's do it right now. Let's do it
No,
now.
here's
Ready?
the thing. Okay, wait, no, listen, wait.
I want to see if I can do it.
Let me
Dude, I
finish
want to
my
see if
story.
one of us passes out from trying this.
let me finish my story. So I was telling this to Carrie like a while ago because I don't even know how it came up. I think it was with Milo and maybe he burped like a small burp or something like that, and it reminded me of it when we were young. And I'm next to positive, and Mark's gonna love this because he loves just getting run over by the bus. I'm pretty sure I learned it from Mark Green, and
We've learned dude. Night and Life from Jimmy Raridan was Mark Green. Mark Green is. We were on a straight and narrow until we met Mark Green.
Oh my god, he hates so much that we comment that way. But I had a whole back and forth with him on personal text messages. Anyway,
does he really hate it?
Oh yeah, he's like
really?
he's like cool. Got backed over by a bus again. Thanks guys. Yeah, he
Mark Green. We need to have that guy on.
Mark. We should have Mark.
We do love Mark. Yeah,
Mark,
he's a good dude.
Comment if you'll come on the show. So I told Carrie about it. I asked her if she knew about it or if she ever did that. And she's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, yeah, you just swallow air and then that allows you to make big burps, large burps. And she's like, do it. And I was like, okay. And so I did. Dude, it's making me burp just thinking about it. It hurt. I was like, it went in and I was like, I went, I don't know if I'm going to survive this. I'm like, I'm physically hurting right now. This is not good. And I was like,
you're making my throat close. Like
it hurt. And the thing I thought of myself was like, oh, that was a young man's game. That's like, you can't do this.
Dude, I want to try
adult.
it. I'm afraid to try it.
So that's what I wanted to say before you said we should do it right now. So go for it. Let's see.
I'm looking for my exit plan right now. Like, dude,
do it. I want you to try. But here's the thing: you can try small amounts. You don't have to do like a large, right? We used to swallow tons of air.
I can't do like I'm gonna throw up. Dude, it's causing this weirdness right here. Dude, this is one of those things we gotta stop talking about.
Do you want me to try? You want me to do it?
I do.
I can't. I'm not doing it. And so this is what's funny. I can't talk about closing doors, but you're okay with swallowing air and burping. So
I'm not saying I'm okay with this. I'm saying I have a visceral reaction to what you're saying.
So to that point, you just reminded me of Carrie makes fun of me about how much I laugh and love and think is so funny that when people like fake gag. So like as part of like
they do it on Sunny the best.
Dude, D's Sunny. It's the funniest one I've ever seen.
Have you seen this season?
No, the one where she's trying to do stand up comedy and she's
that's
like
the best one.
The sound effects. I mean, the sound that comes out of it.
She's outstanding at it. But then when it cuts to Charlie and he does it, that sound effect. Dude, this season I actually had to stop it, like pause it because it was. Dude, I don't want to give too much away for anyone who hasn't watched it. They had to eat dog food, and there's just dog food over her and Dennis's mouth all over, and they're both gagging across each other. Dude, I had to stop it. It was so sickening.
Oh my gosh! So it makes me laugh. Did you just throw up?
No, but it almost.
Oh my god,
dude! My eyes are watering. My mouth's watering.
I can't.
Dude, look at how my eyes are.
I can't. I believe you. Oh my god. Okay, we got.
Wait. Have you ever tried to have Carrie do a machine gun sound?
Yes, I did do this based on the videos that I saw. It was oh my gosh, it was an utter failure, and I laughed super hard. Yeah. And she was like, "What? What do you mean? What does it sound like?" Like she knew she didn't nail it. But she also didn't know like what it sounded like, and I was like, oh, that, which is hilarious. It was
Yeah.
absolutely hilarious. I mean, talk about a stereotype. But I was like, yep, nope, you nailed it. Did
All
you
right.
have Gigi?
No,
You didn't
she
try?
won't do it. She won't do it. No, she for sure wouldn't even do it. She won't even try. All right.
What?
As much as I hate this, I actually am enjoying it. So keep going with other topics. Because your topics, no one in the world would think about this stuff.
Okay.
This is unique to the Fine Podcast.
This one's,
and this is what happens when a guest doesn't show up and we have nothing but time on our hands.
this is so. Oh man, I got a long list of these. I don't have them all right here, but there's stuff that I think about all the time. I'm like, oh, I'll put that in there as a possible topic, and then we never end up talking about them. I don't understand. And I'm sure there's a reason why. This is gonna be so out of left field. This is so out of left field.
Any direction.
I don't understand when a doctor is fondling your testicles why you have to turn your head to cough. When
So
we
you don't
had to
cough
do
in
our
their face.
physicals, that
And first of all,
they're not
settle
in
down on
your
the word
face.
fondling. You went to a different doctor than I did. There's no fondling going on.
I don't really mean fondling, but when you had to do your physical, the whole turn your head and cough, they're not in your face.
Where
they're
are they
down
at?
there doing their
Eric.
inspection.
Eric. Dude, we can't air this. This is you telling something that you need to go to the police about.
So that's your theory? It's because you want to cough in their face.
Eric, do you think I have a million questions that are not going to go in the direction that we want this podcast to go in? This is so. If anyone wanted to see what it was like like sitting in the backseat of you and I driving, this is what it's like.
It's really funny you say that. 'cause I
Your
was just
doctor
thinking about-
shouldn't be down there.
I was just thinking about the fact that they're not down there.
You just
But
said they're
it was
down there
not
listening.
uncommon-
What are they
no,
listening?
It was not uncommon that they were sitting on a stool for that portion of the physical that we had to do to be able to play sports. Sitting on a stool, so they're not directly in face to face. So you're telling me your doctor was just staring you straight in the eyes, you just locked on, just locked while they're grabbing your testicles. That's what.
No, but a
Right.
couple things. I was always taller, so no one was face to face with me.
So I was in the emergency room. I went to the.
Oh, is this last week?
I had to go to the ER, and I was there all night.
Dude,
and
you were in the ER
I know.
way
It's
too
not cool.
much.
It's not good.
All
I
right,
know.
so
I'm trying
so
to
you had
change
to get
my
a
diet.
physical.
No, but it was when I was there, and that it like dawned on me. I don't know. Listen, when you're sitting, when you're laying on a bed in the ER in the hallway because there's not
If
enough.
only you had a
beds.
doctor in your family that you could ask.
My brother-in-law.
Yeah, why don't you
It's
ask
not good.
him? Not,
What? Because it's more. It's
not
more
this
fun
idiot
to,
over
it's
here.
More,
I work in
it's more fun
TV.
to explore. I don't want an answer from you,
dude, I am.
I'm bringing up. I'm bringing
I'm
up
shocked.
the fact that
I want to dive deeper into what went on in your doctor's rooms because it's not good.
I guarantee you, it was the same doctor. You and I both. All right, I'm going to bring up a story here. There we go. You and I.
This has a strong chance of getting cut.
This is fantastic. It is directly associated with us going to get physicals in high school in order to be able to play.
Is this the fruit by the foot?
No, it's not that. It's that.
Wait, by the way, without context, when you're like talking about a physical and I bring up fruit by the foot, the context was there was a roll up fruit snack.
We can
Keep your
circle
mind
back
out
to
of the
that.
gutter.
We'll circle back to the fruit by the foot. We both went to the same doctor to go get our physicals done, and I went in, and then you went in, and I was waiting in the car for you to finish, and then you came out and sat down, and you go, "Where were you supposed to put the urine sample?"
That's a true story.
I'm not making this up. I know. And I go, Rick, they told you there was a little door there that you open and you put it in and that's where it goes. And you go, yeah, I heard him mention the doorway. So I just left it on the floor right there by the door. And I was like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah.
Anyway, long story short, we went to the same doctor, the same physical. I guarantee you that doctor was also sitting on their roller stool in order to do that portion of your physical. It happened. You
Maybe
just weren't.
Blocked it out.
Anyway, so these are the things that
I think we've stretched that.
There's no.
And that's our segment on doctors.
We're gonna wrap that one up.
Eric Yacklin's I'm not proud of.
Okay, this one I was reminded of recently.
God, I am like, I now know why you want any question I ask you pre-hand.
Thank you. I'm glad you remember that. Hang on to that. I was reminded on our vacation trip up north. We went up to the UP recently. And while we were driving, my younger sister Amanda reminded me of something that my dad taught us when we were growing up about trying to maximize making good time on the road while you're driving. So this happened often when we would take family like vacations, but Amanda brought up, and I completely forgot that my dad's trick for making sure to not stop the vehicle when you were going through a toll booth where you had to grab the ticket, right? So you just get the ticket and then you drive and then you pay for however long you're on that, that toll road when you go to get off. Right. Yeah. Old school. And my dad taught us and talk to us about how much time that you lose to stop the car and come to a complete stop and go through that. So his goal was always to roll through it and grab the ticket as you were rolling through. And he talked it through with us about how that means you physically have to pull the ticket backwards in order for it to come straight out so you don't rip it while it's coming out of the machine when you take out the machine. So when you go by, you go backwards with your arm in order to pull it out so you don't have to stop the car. That got me thinking about how obsessed my dad was with making good time when we were driving places.
How much time did he figure this actually saved?
So I didn't work that math out, but he definitely went down this path of
10 seconds.
If you're going, no, he was a lot further than that, because if you actually came to a stop in the car versus you didn't stop, but you're still rolling at 5 miles an hour, right? So doing 5 more miles an hour, right? Like if we're driving for multiple hours,
but only for the
short amount of time, but you got to get back up to speed. You got to like all that kind of stuff. So there was, trust me, in his head, and you're driving, you got lots of time to think and process or whatever the case is, but that's not the doozy. That's what got me thinking about the doozy. And the real doozy.
I have a math question for you after this. So remind me.
No, I can't. I'm not going to be able to answer any math questions.
Yeah, you will. But go on.
The real doozy is, my parents used to switch places
while they were driving. Yeah, my parents did that too.
While we had the van, so it was at least in a van. They never did it in a car. It was in a van or the minivan.
Oh, my parents did it in a car. They would get in the back seat.
When they're doing 80 with a van full of children.
Yeah.
In order to save time. There's no other reason than to save time. And so I just want to walk through the people that are going to think this is absolutely insane and would be right. They're going to walk through it. Is that what would happen is you would put the car onto oh my gosh,
cruise control.
Thank you. I was drawing a blank. I set the cruise control on whatever 80 that we're doing down the expressway. To be fair, my dad would be paying attention to what other cars and vehicles were around you.
Your dad,
he would
we should take a step back too. Your dad was an engineer at Ford and would go on the proving test tracks or whatever. So like your dad knew how to handle a car.
For
However, your mom, not so much.
Yeah, no, test tracks, racing schools, all that
Right.
kind of stuff. Yes, my dad was. Yes,
So
it still
it's
does.
dangerous, yes, but it's less dangerous because of him.
No, that's not
it-
even. It's so ridiculous.
I'm trying to give your dad benefit of the doubt because you're right. It is
I-
so dangerous.
It's insane. But there are two parts to this. Okay, so the process would be dad's driving, he needs a break, mom's gonna drive, she's in the passenger seat, dad would set the cruise control and he would hold the steering wheel and he would stand up out of the seat and stand in between the two seats, all right, that are in the front, and then mom would come over and go underneath dad's arm and then get in the seat and put on her seatbelt and grab the steering wheel, and then now she's driving, and then my dad sits down in the passenger seat. When I think about that, that's absolute insanity. However, I tried it once with our friend Mikey D. When we were going to, Mike came with me to go help my sister move back from law school, and it was out of state. And on the drive down, I brought it up, and then he was like, "You want to try it?" I was like, I want to try it. I want to do this."
Oh my God.
So I was driving and he was going to take over. And I did the same thing where I was like, let's make sure that we're on the expressway. Let's make sure there's no cars around. There's not anything we're going to have to react to or anything along those lines. And when I tell you that when I stood up out of that seat to go stand in the middle, that my brain was freaking out. Like, it took everything in my control to focus on making sure I didn't do anything with the steering wheel, and I kept that and made sure it was still steering down the road. My brain was freaking out, like red, like alert going off in my head of like, I was so uncomfortable with that situation as it was happening. But I kept my composure and did the whole thing, and he sat down and we switched and we did the whole thing. But man, it's nuts. It's nuts.
It is.
I don't think
it's nuts.
They couldn't, the good news is the Child Protective Services couldn't be calling my parents now.
Not now. No.
Not now. Yeah, not now.
Usually when my parents would do it, it's because the cops were behind them and they were going like 80 and like,
I can't be
Eric,
driving.
you drive.
You
I'm
guys-
kidding, Mom. I'm kidding.
Okay, so this is a lot of randomness. I don't know how much is going to get cut out or left in.
I don't know either, man. Like,
you'll have to take a look.
you'll have to watch it to make sure you're comfortable with some of this stuff going on.
Yep, that sounds right. But it's clear to me at this point we're done. Are we done?